Okay. Good morning. This is my presentation on how to troubleshoot the Superior Care Health Group's e-prescription problem. Let's move this. This is a description of the situation where they installed the new electronic prescription system, which was working well until recently. A new manager noticed the following errors in a script log and needs to troubleshoot the situation. So first, you need to identify what the symptoms are. So the three errors that we're getting is a script error and two cryptic PPROC errors. Next, we want to find out why we are getting these errors with existing knowledge, research, and experience. From our readings, we discovered that the National Council for Prescription Drug Programs, the PCPDP, they developed a standard and they use a script standard implementation. This first error is a script error, and we notice that it's an error number, but then also an incorrect PVD format. Just from looking at this error, I would think that we're getting it because of something is formatted improperly that does not meet these script standards. Doing some additional research, I found out that PVD is the way that the pharmacy is mapped. This just shows a slide of what the base standards are. We see the NCP-DP script. This is the standard that seems to have a lot of trouble, but also HL7 messages, MPIs are the provider identification, as well as there's a standard formulary database. The next error, Schedule 1 not allowed, from the readings as well. Schedule 1 is medication that is normally it's a controlled substance such as marijuana, LSD. And then not in formulary, I would think it might be something that's not in the system's formulary. It could be a deactivated medication, which the pharmacy doesn't have or is not covered by the insurance. So taking this data, we want to find out the cause. So we should look at the script logs and check what is the PVD or the pharmacy message that's being sent over. For the second error, we should see which medication is generating this error and figure out whether or not it is a controlled substance. In the last error, we should find out, again, we need to know exactly what medication is generating this error and whether or not it is either deactivated or not covered by the patient's insurance. Finally, you do want to see and test the solution to see if it's been resolved. For the first script error, after looking for the PVD format, ensure that all fields are correct. That can include city, state, address, building. Make sure that that's in the correct format. Once you do fix that, you should be able to have that prescription go through. The Schedule 1 not being allowed because it is a controlled substance cannot be prescribed. If that's the case, then the provider does have to have a written script for that, unless they have a separate system that does controlled substances. Then they probably have to enter that prescription there. The last error is being not in the formulary. Once that is confirmed that that prescription is not, the provider can either do a generic substitute that is included in the patient's insurance or available in that pharmacy. And I did get references from our readings this week and an interface help center that helped me figure out what PVD was. Still recording.